It happened when I turned 9 years old. I had watched scary videos on TV, and for half the night I lay in bed, afraid of the dark corners of the room. We had a cat at that time, but I wasn't concerned about it. Imagine my horror when, at the age of 9, two glowing eyes looked at me from the wardrobe and disappeared into the darkness. I couldn't sleep the whole night, and for the rest of my life. I was afraid of that damn wardrobe. Well, what can you do? It must be a childhood trauma. Now I'm 12, and even though I understand that it was a cat, the fear from that wardrobe and the darkness where I feared to see those eyes didn't leave me until morning. I want to tell a story that happened literally last night. When I decided to confront my fears again ironically, on the top shelf, I noticed something strange, as if something darker than darkness was staring at me and then vanished into the darkness. I think I experienced the same thing I had once experienced at the age of 9. I wouldn't be scared of cats, they are white, and I would have seen them, but what was on the wardrobe, that thing was definitely either a hallucination or something worse. "Are you keeping a diary again?" My mom cautiously entered the room, and I quickly closed the diary, tossing it among my textbooks. Just some thoughts, sketches. My voice trembled for some reason, perhaps because the shock had partially released me. "Well, I won't disturb you. I'll probably go prepare some dumplings." "Yeah, thanks." My voice trembled from the unexpected appearance of my mom and the memories of that wardrobe. I looked at the wardrobe, and it seemed to look back at me. Its shadow seemed eager to engulf me, leaving no chance of survival. I staggered towards the bed, my legs trembling. The day started not with a good morning, but with the neighbors' conversations outside the window. I changed into my home clothes and stumbled into the hallway, opening the door. Mom was clearly worried. She looked at me and hurried to hug me. "Did something happen?" I asked, hoping for a negative answer and the possibility of getting a few more minutes of sleep. "Two of your classmates are missing, Dima and Sergey." Mom showed their photos on her phone, apparently their latest photos. Uttered something incoherent and, for some reason, thought about the wardrobe. What if it had swallowed them? What if its massive shadow had indeed suffocated the boys? Maybe I was just lucky to survive. My mind was filled with countless thoughts, but all of them eventually led to the assumption that the wardrobe had devoured them. The next day wasn't any better. A police officer came to our class. 3 girls from the parallel class were found drowned in the nearby river. Mom allowed me to skip school for some time, and, by the way, people stopped disappearing after the murder of the class monitor from the other parallel class. She was found disfigured near the entrance of her house, with an expression of sheer terror on her face. It seemed like she had tried to resist. A week later, we started going to school as usual, and the wardrobe seemed more terrifying with each passing day. But that wasn't the most surprising part. It turned out that one of the deceased boys, Sergey, had been telling his mother about someone staring at him from the wardrobe while he slept. Now, I no longer considered myself crazy. I genuinely feared the wardrobe. I was returning from the store, thinking about those kids. They were just like me, but I guess I was lucky.